Good day, Miss Amira. My name is Ujata and my metric number is 279037. Today, my friends and me would like to present our pair video, and it is under topic 1, entertainment, the film analysis, and the film we chose is The Terminal. I would like to present the synopsis of the films The Terminal. The story starts when Victor Nevsky arrives at JFK International Airport but finds that he is not allowed to enter the United States. When he en route to the United States, a revolution has started in his home nation of Kakoja. Due to the Civil War, the US no longer recognized Kakoja as a sovereign nation and denied Victor entrance to the United States. Unable to leave the airport or return to Kakoja, Victor instead lives in the terminal with his luggage and a mystery peanut can for about 9 months, hindered by Dixon along the way. Victor collects money by retrieving the trolley for 25 cents from the machine until Dixon prevents it. He then befriends with a catering car driver named Enrique who gives him food. In exchange, the information about a female official. With Victor's help, they eventually marry each other. After that, Victor meets with a flight assistant, Emilia, and Victor tries to earn more money in order to ask Emilia out for dinner. He finally gets a job as a construction worker at the airport, earning $19 per hour. One day, Victor is asked to interpret for desperate Russian men with undocumented drunk for his sick father. Victor claims that it is a medicine for God, and airport janitor Gupta shares the God incident to his fellow co-worker, and as a result, Victor earned the respect of all the airport staff. One day, Victor shows the peanut can and explains to Emilia that the purpose of his visits to New York is one to collect an autograph from a jazz player to fulfill his father's last wish. A few months later, the war in Kakoja ends, but Dixon still not allowed Victor to enter the United States. No choice, Emilia asks her friend, which are government officials, to help Victor to obtain a permission to travel in New York. And after that, Emilia has renewed her relationships with the government officials, and Victor is quite disappointed. In order to hinder Victor, Dixon decided to threaten him. He threatened that he wants to expose the fact that the catering car drivers sneak outsider to food preparation area, and Dixon doesn't just want to fire him and also want to send another cleaner with criminal record, Gupta, to his own country, India. When Gupta learned about it, Gupta immediately rushed to the plane that was about to take off, delaying the time for Victor to fulfill his father's last wish. In the end, after seeing Victor leave the airport, Dixon also decided not to follow him. Victor left the airport with all the blessing of all the airport staff, and finally, Victor successfully meet the jazz player and get an autograph from him. And the end of the story, Victor called a taxi and telling the driver that I am going home. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello Miss and everyone, my name is Yang Ziying, number metric 281993. And now I would like to continue my part, which is the moral lesson that can found in our film. The first moral lesson is loyalty. Emilia has spent years of her life waiting for a man that she loved to give her a promise, one that she felt would never come true. She waited for her pager so that the man could contact her at any time. She waited in hotel rooms for the promise to become a reality. For years and years, Emilia persevered, and it is possible too that Victor and she could relate to each other in that sense. There were two waiting passers-by that had a moment of love. The second moral lesson that we can learn from this movie is optimistic. The Terminal told a beautiful story of a man who never gave up and stayed positive in every situation. Throughout the whole movie, we can see that Victor is an incredibly strong person who adapted well to the situation that he was in. The audience can easily empathize with Victor and have their heart feel warm by the end of the movie when he achieved his goal. And the last one of moral lesson is kindly. The Terminal is not just a movie with a plot, but instead one that tells a story of a strong and positive man who held on to his belief and integrity. With that, Victor not only helps his friend along the way, but also shows us the qualities that the audience should have in our own lives. It can show us how to care and how to live fully. As we can see from this character, we must be joyful always, play continually, and also give thanks in all circumstances.
A summary of The Terminal. The story revolves around the main character Victor Neversky from his country of Kakoja, and the antagonist is Frank Dixon, acting the field commissioner of JFK International Airport, and Victor's love interest is Amelia Wallen, a flight assistant with United Airlines that was having an affair with management but come to find interest in Victor. Besides that, the side characters are Victor's three friends, Gupta, Joe, and Enrique, as well as the member of the immigration and security team, official Torres and Wellin. It's told from the point of view of Victor and follow him through his months of waiting. The Terminal is a story about an innocent man who finds himself in an extraordinary situation where he cannot leave the airport terminal that he landed in. Victor realized that his home country Kakoja had suffered in a military coup while he was airborne and now was plunged into a war. This resulted in United States not recognizing Kakoja anymore as an independent country, rendering his passport and visa useless. The setting of the story takes place entirely within the confines of the airport terminal, a set that was a massive construction made by the production designer, complete with escalator, store, food court, security line, and passenger gate. The set that the movie takes place in is entirely real with no use of green screen or effect. The main character Victor, played by Tom Hanks, come across as a kind man who takes life as it comes to him without rushing around like we are so used to doing. This is especially shown in the contrast to the people in the airport who are constantly rushing to something. The theme of The Terminal is that it is a story about waiting. While Victor waits patiently, he encounters friendships, love, and trust in the people that he meets. Besides that, his positive attitude shows us that even we are facing the horrible situation that can make us feel hopeless and lost, the drive to never give up can help us to get through all the difficult. The Terminal also addressed the discrimination that the foreigners and the minority could face in the United States. It critiques the state of the government official and their lack of empathy for those who are in need. The film briefly argued that sometimes one needs to put aside the strict rules and take into consideration human factor and quality when dealing with the others. The movie concludes with the whole reason that Victor came to New York City. The Terminal is not just a movie with a plot, but instead one that tells a story of a strong and a positive man who held on to his belief and integrity. With that, Victor not only helped his friend along the way, but also shows us that the quality that the audience should have in our own life. It shows us how to care and how to live fully. That's all from me, and I will pass the following parts to my friends. Thank you.
In the conclusion, as in the film, we could learn something from this character and how he gets through the best situations he faces. The character we meet can be seen as good hardworking people that are just trying to get their way through this pathway of life. When watching this, we as an audience are brought into a whirlwind of emotions, feeling sadness for Victor's situation, feeling happiness for his successful, while laughing and crying all the way through. We will encourage this movie to the audience to watch is because it gives us a different outlook of life and how it might be for other people too. As a person in the world, we should have empathy for others who are in more difficult situations than we are. That's all for today. Thank you for your watching.